Next up, we got a story here regarding the founder of Ufotable. Remember, it's been for over a year now, the story, and it finally just got closed recently. His case of how he got caught basically stealing money and lying on his tax returns. He got caught for tax evasion and whatnot. Well, he came out and actually responded to everything now that his case has been not necessarily closed, but he had a 3-year suspended sentence, so he doesn't have to do time as long as he has good behavior and all that jazz. Let's read the article. Ufotable founder discusses the issues with the anime industry that led to his tax evasion. Earlier this month, Ufotable founder Hikaru Kondo and the studio was found guilty of violating the Corporation Tax Act by evading more than 138 million yen, about $1.25 million, in taxes, sentencing the former president to 20 months in prison with a 3-year suspended sentence. Japanese website Daily Shincho compiled quotes and details from the public trial that led to the reasons behind why he purposefully hid the money away and what Ufotable is doing to help fix the issues in the anime industry. During the investigation, it was discovered that Kondo had intentionally moved money from the web store and cafes to his home to not only prevent part-time workers from seeing the cash flow, but to help prop up Ufotable, the anime studio, which was making a loss on every piece of work they were making. Kondo explained that, quote-unquote, if an anime doesn't become a hit, people won't buy merchandise or come to the cafes. So in having to work hard to make a popular anime, we always end up in the red. He continued, the quality demanded of anime keeps increasing, but because the production costs offered by the clients are relatively low, every time we produce a work, we always end up in the red. Kondo mentioned to the judge that the animators are usually freelancers and are paid by the job rather than by a salary, which comes with benefits in Japan such as healthcare, pension payments, and bonuses. Kondo felt that this wasn't good enough for the work they outputted and thus made everyone who wanted to be a full-time staff member of the studio, though Kondo explained to the judge that, quote-unquote, the base production costs have been gradually increasing, but that doesn't mean that the money coming from the client side has changed, and I know that making all the staff full-time employees would be difficult from a management standpoint. The former president continued saying, Ufotable's profits come from the cafe business and the sales of goods. We have been able to continue our animation production because of those two areas. If our works do not become a hit, we will not be able to pay our staff salaries or recoup the production costs. I wanted to reserve a sufficient amount of cash so that I wouldn't have to worry about working capital in case something happened. This is what led to Kondo being charged with tax evasion, the founder claims. According to the Daily Shincho, during the investigation, it was found that Kondo had not only moved money away from other areas of the business without proper process, but also moved profits from God Eater into the next fiscal year to reduce income on tax statements. The money that was moved into Kondo's home wasn't in a safe as previously reported, but scattered around his home in Tokyo, and as one investigator found, put into paper bags, which then spilled out, leaving 60 million yen, about $530,000, just laying on the floor of a children's room. Kondo had used that cash to build up Ufotable Tokushima, a regional anime studio that opened in 2009 to train staff prior to the period of which Kondo was charged for, purchasing land as well as salaries for Kondo and his wife, though Kondo says that the money he used to purchase the land for his house and build it came from money he earned himself rather than the company's money, though they were being kept in the same place. When Kondo was asked by prosecution on his thoughts about the future of Ufotable's businesses, Kondo reportedly calmly responded by saying that since he was charged in June 2020, Ufotable has not taken on any new animation contracts, only continuing to work on contracts already signed. The public announcement of Ufotable and Kondo came about after the airing of Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba's first TV anime arc, sounds like people was hating, of which Ufotable is on the production committee. Mugen Train went on to be the highest grossing film in Japan ever and topped the worldwide box office chart for 2020. The third and final Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel anime film also premiered in the same year. Now that I think about it, because didn't Ufotable just announce that they're doing a new movie or something? Okay. According to Kondo, there have been no managerial issues at Ufotable since June 2020, and the studio has been approached to work on new anime projects, but has declined all of them. This was said by Kondo before the announcement of, okay, Witch of the Holy Night, gotcha. Since the projects will leave the production costs in the red, having Ufotable pay out of pocket to achieve the quality it will be happy with and known for. Kondo stated, if base production costs in the anime industry don't change in the near future, we will have no choice but to do something on our own. We are currently accepting business proposals for future future work. Oh God, I know that was a lot to take in, but I feel like this is where Netflix starts going, hey, we're here. And I will say, if it is indeed true, because you can't believe a lot of the businessmen and stuff like that that are trying to get themselves, especially out of a hole like that he was doing a lot of this so that he can make his employees full-time, like with benefits and stuff like that. That's very admirable and commendable. That's respectable. Like, yeah, it's wrong that he was hiding the cash and all of that crazy shit, but if he was doing that for his employees' benefit, that's respectable, and I gotta commend that. I'm sorry, I can't put him down for something like that. But yeah, he got caught. And I ain't gonna lie, it just sounds like ridiculous that one of the biggest anime studios, it's Ufotable and Mappa, right? Ufotable, Demon Slayer, Mugen Train, $500 million, one of the biggest non-Hollywood productions ever in history, and even them, they be hitting in the red. I don't know, man. I feel like this is where Sony or one of these corporations is gonna step in and say, yo, so what do you need? You know what I'm saying? How much do you need? And then, yeah. But it was interesting to get a little insight into, the mind of Kondo, I guess, post him being, put down. Not put down, you know what I mean.